Whoa, welcome back to Slice and Dice. I think a lot of people took the last Slice and Dice video as me saying this is the last Slice and Dice video ever of all time. It's okay, maybe I didn't phrase it very well. I think that it's probably on me. I'm gonna still play Slice and Dice for the coming month. I'm not gonna just stop, but you know, I am planning on moving this time slot to explore other things like doing some more first looks and maybe running mini series if any of the games perform well in the first looks. So keep an eye out for that in the future. There will always be content in this time slot if you just want to hear me talk, but sometimes it's not going to be Slice and Dice. That's all. Well, maybe not always, eventually. Always is a very long time. For the foreseeable future, much better, much less infinite. Anyway, I also, what I was really saying in that last one is that I was kind of sick of unfair as well, and I just kind of want to play hard. So I'm going to play hard for a little bit. If I feel like playing unfair, I will, but it's nice, and rebuilding this streak has been very fun for me, especially after losing the Wild Frost streak. Let me make sure I didn't do anything here. Let's get to it, shall we? Oh, you know what I should do? I should play greens or something like that, just to spice it up. That could be fun. Because, like, item poison? But this one is, like, an easy win. But saying that is not too exciting, you know? But, I don't know. To me, I think these videos are about the journey, not the destination. I'm gonna play item poison and then die to meddler rolling 3 bones. Never mind. It's all good. I'm not gonna lie to you, the real reason that I started picking up Slice and Dice again, and it's silly. I understand that what I'm about to say to you is very silly, but I've seen people in multiple places, not just one, posting tier lists for this game that I don't agree with, like, at all. I very much disagree with their opinions, but they have a higher win streak than me, so I can't say anything. So I need to get back on the grind and build up my win streak so I can say, I think, and then have people take me seriously. And I know, I feel like you should take everyone seriously, and like everyone's opinion counts. Well, not everyone's opinion, because I think some people say things that are not true, incorrect. But I think that if you are approaching it from the correct point of view, your thoughts should be accounted even if you don't have like a super high win streak. But I know that I can put up like a 50 or a 60 at this point. It just takes a long time. That's all. Anyway, I will play Balisong. I think that first picking Balisong is fine. Having your tier 1 be I'm allowed to press random in the end game is nice, because I think baseline you are actually not allowed to press random at the end of your run, starting on floor 12, because of the potential roulette, right? Because if you get roulette, I think your run is so much worse. If you don't have a way to keep her alive, you lose so much value just watching her launch herself into the sun. It's very horrific. And so I don't hate it. Oh, but you know what I do hate is Balisong on Lost here. I always forget about item poison. It's my fated destiny, I suppose. So let's take the time, now that I've put myself into a slightly worse position, to make sure that I don't lose the game here. Knight's gonna shield Ruffian, Ruffian's gonna kill Goblin, and then he's gonna live at 1. Healer's dying to Boar, who I can hopefully kill, and then Lost is dodging Bones, so I should roll these. I think maybe you're wanting to keep the 1 mana there. Mend is basically a freebie. Kill the Goblin, dodge the hit. I can't quite go burst, slay, is the issue. And I wonder if you could do like this, and then reroll Lost instead. No, you can't do this because your Ruffian just always dies to Goblin. That play isn't good. I'm gonna end up having to play a defensive burst on my healer, which I don't like. But I guess this is the spot. And since Lost is dodging, there's no reason to burst that Bones. A cleave is good. A 3, I think this is lethal. We go slay the boar, kill the bones, burst the archer. Yeah, okay. A little tricky. Definitely a little bit of a frightening one. Swap Meddler with Lost. That's super interesting. I think yes. Because getting your blue to the top is kind of good. The only bad thing is that Lost, or like whatever my orange is, can't parry on a scrapper now, but that's a minor thing. Ninja Meddler is an absolutely not. I will play Sinew. Oh, and I want to take this off of Lost. But yeah, I think that, so my thought process there primarily is there's a lot more tier 3 blues with dodge than there are tier 3 oranges. And one of the only things that I think you really need to consider in this game when thinking about positioning is if your topmost character can dodge, because of the hand and because of, give me a sec, Tarantus, that's who. The other one is Tarantus. Those are the two where if you can dodge on the top, it makes a very noticeable difference. I think Garnet is fine. +1 to incoming healing. Although, I guess in that spot, I'm never going to put that on, actually. I would never equip Garnet reasonably. Because why would you? One off of lethal here, because you can go 2 off if you do it that way. Do I have? No, I don't. Let me do it this way. Oh, that is lethal. Why was that lethal? Oh, because you always get this, but shouldn't it be 3, 4 burst? No, I guess not, because you have to burst for the cruel. Weird. +5 max mana for big hitter 9. If this was a better curse, I would do this. But +5 max mana for big hitter 9 is a no way. Happy to play Caldera. Be rid of the Meddler Menace. And we can parry this militia away. It's good to be safe, I think. That's the biggest thing that I've learned over time playing unfair. It's just way better to play safe. Like, take this guarantee. Instead of rolling for the steal there. And it's not a big issue. Because my Sinew and my Knight can definitely get this militia to go. And if I can't find 1 damage here... I mean... Didn't find 1 damage here. Curious. Alright, fine. I'll roll again. Alright, fine, I'll roll again. There you go, 1 damage. I should probably roll Caldera there, or at least consider it. Or maybe, you know, I might have had... I don't know. Scalpel, I don't really want... We want to pick tier 3s. Actually, I will pick Scalpel. Okay, so here's the reasoning. I'm never going to equip that other tier 3. I already forgot what it was. It's so bad. This can go on healer if I get Polished Emerald for a +1 damage on someone else. That's worth playing Poison for, in my opinion. We'll just defend Lost. I mean, kill 4 illusions, put up 2 mana, defend my character who's weak into Cyclops. It looks pretty strong. Then I just exert through him and stun him out here. Oh wait, he's just dead. Okay, seems good. Vampire Juggler. Vampire is very good at bailing you out. And holds the item. Just very good. The end. I like Juggler, but I think Juggler has a lot more variance to her. Vampire is extremely safe and strong. And we can just go shield, kill. I think we can get away with killing Sarcophagus here. We have a bunch of front-loaded damage in our exerts, which I think should let me push the damage to kill Sarcophagus before it kills me. Especially with the poison taking off 2 of his block. Yeah, I definitely kill Sarcophagus here. I'm gonna leave myself with the 2 mana in case there's a Scald idea. There's nothing really to burst there. But, and that one's obvious, right? Of course I'm gonna leave myself with the 2 mana. But it's important, I think, for me to actually talk it out. because I have been bad about it lately. I have noticed. People pointed out I've been very bad about making sure that I use my mana when I should. And I agree, I have been pretty bad about it. This is lethal now. Perfectly fine. Droopy hat, nice. I was actually thinking when I was picking that tier 3 before that I should random for Droopy hat. These are nevers. I'm never going to play Relic, I'm never going to play Corruption. So I'll take 2 2s. Ice Cube, K-Dot ranged? Sure. Sure. Again, we don't need to equip anything right now. The thing is, we don't have any cleanses for item poison. That's gotta be on the mind. Goss is just getting sniped. That's okay, because I can scald the sniper. That seems good. Okay, I think a lot of times you just take good enough turns like that. Like, there's no reason to look any closer, right? That was good enough. For sure. And Dabbler's a great pick. 9 HP, very good. Can actually put items on this character. And I think in the future I'll consider K-Dot ranged on Dabbler. If you say to me, by the way, if you come here and you say to me, I should take Ranger there for the Sinew combo, I want you to know I am rapidly approaching your location. Oh my god, this is Carrier. I hit him there, and I went, wait, why didn't he die? That's Carrier, it's the wrong enemy. That's why he didn't die. I want to set this shade to 1. I think that's okay. This is a scary spot though, for sure. Maybe not best to set the shade to 1. Maybe we go like this. Killing a bone might be better. This shade is just going to be eliminating me though. If I don't set this guy to die, he's just gonna sit here and kill me. What I could do is parry. I don't like this though because I don't have a guaranteed scald. If I had mana here, I would consider dropping the bones low, but I need to mitigate damage that's incoming. Not Dabbler, Dabbler doesn't care. I think it's Shade because there's no way I'll save Caldera otherwise, and then let's kill the Carrier. And then I can kill the Shade and then hopefully heal the Knight out of dying here. 1 poison to all. That's not great. It's not ideal. How about infuse? Into shield, into you're still dying because it's 3 poison now. I think... Oh, how about infuse? Of course. How could I almost miss that? Man, Vampire's OP. What the fuck? You're telling me I have this much poison on me and I just tank it with infuse? That's ridiculous. Doesn't even matter that he rolls it again because he dies now. Great job, Vampire. What a crazy character. I actually don't hate Gizmo if you have a character with 2 sides for it. Doomblade is not it. I am down to go Gizmo Dabbler. You can probably take the poison for it. Sometimes the shield is going to shift into something good. Like, well, not those, but, you know. When I see something good, I'll let you know. 2 mana. We're going to aim for a Scald on the Wiz here. Stun him up. And then Scald next turn is good. I'm probably going to want to think about reality here and drop this Gizmo. Because Dabbler Poison is not all that good for me overall. This is lethal, I believe. 4, 3, 2. It's very lethal. Weaver, Doctor. Doctor is really good being able to cleanse here. But Weaver is also very good, and I could play Weaver into Shaman to cleanse poison. I think it's a hard call. I'm pretty sure you go Doctor because he's like unbelievably strong. Because you can also cleanse poison on characters that have a lot of it by just healing them. Right, regen is good. We'll go Shifter on the 2 mana, because Shifter Shield isn't really that impactful. Shifter mana can give us buff. +1 for each buff I have. I don't actually know what it considers a buff. Like, what's his one buff? Is it Shifter? I don't know. It has to be Shifter, right? That's the only thing that makes any sense to me. Anyway, 3 mana. And we're gonna begin... I get to bank 5. I localize my items so that I can have Caldera take these hits, and then I can liquor him when he gets low. That was what the idea was anyway. Dude. My god. I mean... I don't know what else to say to that other than my god. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. It's so good. I feel like it has to be crazy. Because I can just start liquoring when I get low on health. I'm gonna roll these for mana. Well, obviously Knight's not gonna hit mana, but this is good enough for me. 1 damage up there, and the 1 to all in the Scald. Dear god, that's crazy. And then I can probably pass on exerting here. I don't think I need it. I'll just parry. Because I let Caldera go to 1, and then I can heal him to full off of Liquor. But it's good to hold off because he might do this. He might weaken me, which is why I didn't just send it right away. Because now I can cleanse the weaken. Anti-Death Wish. ×2 except if I'm dying. Oh, so I get refunded my mana. Back to 4. Very nice. Heal Dabbler. Very nice. Scald gives me a kill on this Bones. And I should liquor... Probably... What are you? And what are you? I think I should liquor Doctor here. I can do it next turn, actually, after he takes the damage, come to think of it. Not that there's much of a fear of the Lich. Again, just very rewarded for this. Self-Petrify. That looks pretty good, Caldera. I think you should do that. You should petrify yourself now. Anyway, I'm going to take lethal here. But lots of interesting stuff there with holding Liquor. It feels like it was good across the board. I will decline the challenge, thank you. Twisted Flax Catnip. Twisted Flax is good on Caldera. I'm willing to try it. I imagine if it's good on him, there's probably someone else that's good on. 2 damage mana gain, very strong. We can go Shifter on Doctor's mana. Who knows, maybe it'll be good. If you're thinking about it, you can stasis this to make it so that it doesn't single use away. I think it's okay now that I have 2 characters holding items. Just having Caldera on 6 HP with 2 poisons starting out is kind of scary. It's kind of a lot. But we'll see. I have 2 mana to burst Sinew if I don't hit anything else. This kills the Basilisk. That's good enough. Yeah, so the weird thing is I think if you take like Petrify 2 now, it will petrify this 1 mana. But I guess I don't know, I haven't really seen it. Regen to go through poison is fine. Shield Caldera is also fine. We can play slow into the Spiker and let Doctor make us immortal. You can't actually die to this guy. Maybe I can, but I don't think you can. He's on 8. If I burst, he's on 4. Am I at 40? God, no. So I'll just wait. I'm at like 20, maybe. Okay. Ooh, I do like Agent. I don't have a buff for Agent, though. And Stalwart brings another cleanse. I think you go Stalwart here. I like Agent a lot. Oh man, I think Agent is so good though. I'm gonna click Agent. Here's what I want. I want to play Agent here because I don't have a strong feeling towards a line right now. I have Doctor, which is good, but I don't feel like I'm super biased towards mana. And I want to see if you pick Agent, does she just always get broken? How many options are there for Agent to just go crazy off of this, right? Is that ranged? That's ridiculous. She shifted into range to kill the guy killing Caldera? That's crazy. What a gamer. Want to break the special HP of the demon here. And then next turn I will Liquor Caldera. Like, parrying with Sinew is not very good because Sinew is a one trick. All he does is nothing. Sorry, all he does is exert himself. Oh, good job, Agent. I think you go 2 damage to Demon. Scald, kill. Very nice. Use the 3 right sides with kill an enemy with 4 or less HP. No, I don't think that sounds very good. I don't really want metal studs here either. I will random. Oh, I have Liquor. Huh. Cool. 1 damage to the topmost enemy for each point of wasted healing I receive. And I have Doctor's Liquor. That seems good. I will put this on Agent, because if I could get Agent with like a self-heal, that could also do something cool. How about regen? Oh no, it's not self-regen, it's regen on the enemy. Ah, hell. Don't get lost here and just start locking things. It's very easy for me to lose myself here. I should definitely reroll. It's Vigil on my shifter. Okay, now I take 2 mana. Oh, and I get a quad use. Good. 2 mana. I think it's fine. It's a shocking choice to put out this poison, but I should either pull lethal because of the damage I do or Liquor out of this. One of the two. Okay, maybe this one isn't very good. No, it's good enough. 1 damage to alt's pretty good here. Don't even look at all that poison. Warlock is good. I think that you pick this guy. Good mana gain. He can play the Chalice. And he can take extra and max HP. Because with the Chalice, he's gonna make mana, and I'm gonna use that mana to heal. That's the game plan. Presently. I can do Garnet on Doctor, maybe. And I want him to have higher max HP, so that he can take more damage, roughly. No way to stop slates. Good ways to stop quartz, though. Meh, that's not great. We can go 3 to this one, 4 to this one, 3 to that one, burst to this one. Yeah. Smith, burst, probably regen Warlock so that he starts doing 2. Oh, and I don't need to burst then if I'm gonna regen Warlock, which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? 3 here, regen, but not yet. 4 here, regen, 3 damage. I leave myself with 4 mana in the tank in case something horrific happens, because I am double exerting for this. Which is a little scary, but not that scary. I'm not terrified, I'm just a little uneasy is the correct word. Unsure. Liquor to full heal Warlock is very good. Primarily because it means that he doesn't die to inflicted death, and it cleanses the poison that he has on him, so now he goes back to full, or starts regenning, I should say. 3 damage, 4 damage, this has to kill. Yeah. It kills by a lot. Kills by 10. Tourmaline Paraiba Scorpion Tail. So at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say that my agent is not going to be very good, and that's okay. I think that now what we want to evaluate is how good is agent on her own. Here, you can have Gizmo. Maybe you'll high roll. Like, my items aren't bad, but I really don't need to equip them, it doesn't feel like. I want to check what her Gizmo is. Hyena. O-Prime. Indeed. I think I'll roll for it. Because I think, was it? It's 9. So it's hyena with 10. But not 12? Really? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. But 8, 6. No, not 6. Because we're 9. You're 6. Hold on, I gotta remember what co-prime means. So 9's factors are 1 and 3 and 9. 10's factors are 1, 2, 3, 5. Sorry, it's primes, so you wouldn't... Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 5. So 9 share... Well, I don't think you count the 1, though. It's confusing, because, like, 8 and 9 are co-prime, according to this, right? But 6 isn't? Why isn't 6? Why aren't 6 and 9 co-prime? I know it made sense to me before. I can look it up. I just want to remember how this works. I want it to make sense to me without having to Google it. So we have... I think we can throw out 1 because all of them have 1s, right? So you can break 9 down to 3 times 3. Oh, okay. So I think co-prime must mean they don't share a factor. Because 10 is 2 and 5. And this is 3 and 3. Then 8 is 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. And this is 3 and 3. And then 6, they share a prime, 2 and 3. And this one, they share a prime, 3 and 3. That makes sense. I got it. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me while I figured out, while I just did a math proof in my head. I don't know if that's technically a proof. I don't really care. We do 4, we do 2 Banshee dies. I got you now. I get it. And then we co-prime with 13, I suppose. I need to parry on Doctor. And I can use Liquor as a nuke like Blaze, which is strange. But if I want to kill this Basilisk, I can just Liquor it. Those conditions are met, gain the effects of Plague. Wait, that does actually work. Now, I believe this is lethal, because we can do... We can duke this guy for sure. Oh yeah, this is like super lethal. Goodbye. I've never seen Duke work. That's the first time ever for me. World first. Barbarian's good. I think that there's nothing wrong with just hitting the gas here. Run them down, fuck them all. Just checking, because it's weird to have all these items, but I don't need to be picky. Like, I don't need to take the poison, because my units are all very premium. Shifter quad use self-vulnerable. I don't think that's very good. Yeah, normal quad use sounds good. I think I would take that instead if you don't mind. But actually this 3 does 6 because of the self-heal effect. And then I think 8 is fine for killing. 2 damage to sniper, which doesn't quite kill it. But I could parry and then finish it off with a Liquor or something. That'll be fine. I could probably what I'll do is I'll just throw a heal at Warlock. Maybe. I could like regen him. Heal 3 works. And I roll. I am not down with this inflict pain. What is this? Heal. Oh, good, yes. Hit them for 1 and then heal them for 1. Very good, agent. You're an asset to the team today. Keep up the great effort. And, yep, get him. This troll's not leaving, because he is 1 stomp away from winning the game. Lucky. Wow, and it didn't miss. How exciting. Double chomp, ew. Second Heart Barbarian is very good. I think that Chaos Wand is not bad because I have Agent, and Agent can hit Chaos, or like Chaos Wand into quad use is just lethal, almost always. But I think Second Heart is more consistent. Taking Barbarian to 24 HP is going to be better across the board. That's gonna be my belief. 6 damage pain is okay, but I would like to roll. Bloodlust is good, Inflict Pain is good, and I should take the Exert. Okay, so we're gonna heal to do 2 damage to the Wisp. We're gonna ping 1 to do 1 damage to the Wisp. We're gonna put a 4 into a Chomp, and then a 5 into a Mana, and then a Blaze on the Basilisk. Does not kill. Let me run it back. Heal Warlock definitely. Maybe 3 on the Wisp. Gives me 1 mana. Hit the Chomp. Maybe hit. The problem is if I hit the Chomp, it's just going to kill my Warlock super hard. I think that's what we're going to see. And so my correct choice here is probably 5 mana into Liquor. And then just parry. Just kill another Chomp. Unfortunately, the heal has to go first, so it doesn't work out. I can do this, but I'll Liquor on Doctor next turn. The extra 2 mana storage has been very convenient for me. Very nice to have. Heavy. Good. I think that this shifter item is very good. It has been performing well. I'm lying. It's terrible. This sucks. Ah! I go 6 shield. Why does he gain 1 HP for that? Oh, +1 to incoming healing. Right. That tracks. Oh, but obviously I'm gonna Liquor on my Doctor here, sorry. My fault. Are these heavy? No, my Barbarian actually just ate that shit. Okay. I'm gonna kill 1 Chomp. I think I'm gonna stop this Wisp from being annoying. We're just going to Liquor the last Chomp. There's no way they do enough damage. What the hell? They just hate him. They just hate Barbarian. Shifter plus. 3 damage. My agent needs a heal. Tell me I can go home. I can go home. Thank God. Hexia. That is interesting. I think we should play Keeper, but there's a real reason to click on Valkyrie here. Death Defy Agent is very good into Hexia. Like, Valkyrie is good into Hexia, just period. I like Keeper a lot, but I actually think I will take Valkyrie today. A throwback to the olden times, for sure. K-Dot ranged on Agent is worth a lot of HP. It's also worth a lot on Barbarian, actually. Can just send into Hexia. Yeah, I like that more. Okay. And all I have to do is not lose. Oh, it's regen, not self-regen. I can hit each of the imps for Bloodlust, which isn't bad, though. Just run through and regen all of these guys and then hit the Bloodlust value. Look at that, and then you get 6 mana, and then we go like regen on Agent, and I'm very much incentivized to press Liquor on Barbarian. Are you poisoned? You are poisoned for 1. I have rescue healing or rescue shielding as well for Agent, so I can get through these Liquors. Normally I would bank the mana there, right? But it's good since I have the rescue here to just take the damage now while I can rescue. And the imps are wiped out. I can cleanse all of Hexia's Petrifies. Yeah, please keep them coming. 6 is 6. I don't hate a Death Defy here, so I can just Death Defy on Agent potentially. Please, Agent, stop rolling Smith. Uppercut. Oh, look at that. That's actually a ×2. Nice. 6 damage, 6 damage. Big change as well. No, not big change. Sorry. Apparently I'm incorrect. I thought they changed it so Ichor Chalice, if it hit into Hexia, did not do damage back, but it does not. You can see my Warlock is doing 1 damage to Hexia and then taking 1 damage from Pain Mirror. Which means that Liquor on Warlock can never fully heal him, which is very annoying. And I should probably just Death Defy instead. Cleanse the Petrify and put 3+ Burst into this Imp. Okay. So Ichor Chalice into Hexia is a non-play. That is what I have learned here. My Warlock can't necessarily press this button. It's lethal if my Doctor rolls any healing. Okay. It was also lethal if my Doctor rolled any healing because I could then just play Blaze. Not too bad. A little bit of a tricky one into Hexia though. Not too terrible, but a lesson to take away from this, which is no Ichor Chalice into Hexia if you're trying to play Doctor on your character that's on the top. A very strange and long-winded lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.